I had an idea. What if I played the random champion every single day until I reach diamond? This is random to diamond. Let's get started. In today's challenge we rolled BARD. Last episode we were in bronze 1 with 25 LP. So in this game we were together with Nila against Thresh and against Kesa. Kesa Thresh, kind of a difficult combination to fight against. BARD, he's also very weak in the early game. He's more of a mid-game champion, more to a late-game champion. Depending on who you lane with also, it makes a lot of sense to start roaming the map very early or not. If they have a combination like Thresh and Kesa, where the Thresh can always catch your bot lane and you are roaming the map the entire time, your bot lane is going to be a little bit unhappy. This game was especially off to a little bit of a rough start. We got ganked early and Pantheon definitely was a botter. He really liked the bot lane, he wanted to be around us all the time, and you see that here he was trying again to get us ganked. Luckily Thresh missed his hook, so we were able to survive. Luckily a little bit after that the dragon spawned and our Jarvan kind of realized maybe it's a good time to play around the bot side. Also the bottom lane, Thresh and Kesa were a little bit pushed up. I was really trying to set up a gank for Jarvan here, but there was again aggression for a Pantheon and we had to try to save our Nilan. There, Jarvan goes a long way around, even though I little bit pinged him, like hey buddy, I can do this little spell that I have with BARD, and maybe you should go with me through the portal. But he decided to go around, which probably there was a ward there, and I believe we could have gotten a little bit more out of this engagement if Pantheon just joined me into my beautiful little different dimension that BARD can go into. Anyway, they go back in for some reason. I guess we are still a little bit in bronze. Weird mentality sometimes, like oh there are 3 people there, maybe now is a good time to go back into the engagement, even though there's only 2 of us. So, we got the dragon, we got the kill in the bot lane, we didn't get absolutely destroyed, so that was pretty good for us. 4 kills for the enemy, 3 for us. Here Nilan really likes to eat those hooks from our Thresh, but luckily Jarvan actually decides, ooh, this portal that he sets up over here, maybe it's a good idea to go through this portal. And he did. Here you see this amazing flash I just did. This is called in the community a limit tested flash. It is also to show your enemy that you showed them mercy, which is a little bit like that scene in Schindler's List, where he tells the guy to show real power, you sometimes have to give mercy, because that is the biggest power of all. And this is a tactic I just implied upon the enemy Thresh. He is now intimidated by me and demoralized for the rest of the game. An absolutely massive W for us. After the 10 minutes in the game we decide it's time to try our luck in the middle lane. Yasuo is a little bit pushed up. Usually Yasuo players are a little bit aggressive. They really push up the lanes very often. Because they just think, hey, I'm Yasuo, I can probably just outplay everybody because I'm so much better than anyone else. At this stage, I believe our idea was that the Rift Herald is going to be spawning soon. We want to rotate a little bit to the top lane. Maybe we can get something going. Maybe we can kill this Yasuo if we throw out a good ultimate on the tower. We get the perfect moment and we take him down. So we're waiting for it, Yone also realizes it, she pushes up the wave, here we go, big moment, poots, we got the tower, but Yasuo is smart enough to just back off, long enough for us to have to retreat. We actually could have died there if he threw a good little tornado at us and had his ultimate ready. So we are here now in the top lane trying to get the Grumps. They get the kill on Darius. Darius is way too pushed up and that gives us normally easy Grump access, which is a very important objective in this season. So we help take down the dragon. Now we are the top side helping to take down the Grumps. I believe that this is a very decent way to start playing BARD. Unfortunately though, we are up against the enemy Pantheon and I believe at this stage he suddenly shows up with his massive ultimate, trying to kill us both and trying to steal these Grumps. I think he's about to show up any second. Here he is. So even though we had some decent ward placement, we were not able to avoid obviously the Pantheon ultimate. Jarvan did survive though, and after this we decided, okay, probably the dragon is going to be coming soon, it's time to rotate again at the bot side. We weren't able to place many wards down yet. I believe at this moment we are trying to get vision everywhere. Pantheon is keep showing aggression towards us, we are able to slow him, easy kill for Milan. And here we get a little bit too, how you say, eager to try to kill Kazin. Milan was not even close to where I threw that ultimate. It was never going to work. It was a little bit silly to do that. But now we are able, because Pantheon is dead. I was going to say place down some wards. But oh yeah, I can see that we already used all of our wards. So we are just roaming the map a little bit, trying to find the Yasuo. We indeed do find him 3 against 1. Yone almost does die, but we take him down, which gives us more objective play towards the dragon, which is always what we want to get. We want to help get information around the objectives, and we want to get the objectives themselves. Another kill on Darius should secure our domination for the dragon, and Jarvan has exactly the same idea. He starts to rotate towards the dragon, but Milan gets caught by Thresh probably, and now we lost the advantage towards our dragon play. We are trying to move around, maybe intimidate him a little bit, but the Thresh just says, what are you doing? If we got caught by that hook, would probably have been certain death. So luckily we did not. Pantheon in the end tries to get the dragon, takes it from us. Thresh is zoning out our Jarvan. We didn't know how low the dragon was. We think, okay, we're gonna throw down the freaking ultimate. Maybe we can stop them from getting it. Nilan gets the Thresh, but Jarvan is a little bit pushed up too much and gets taken down. We are able to take out Kalza and Pantheon though, which is a big advantage. 4 kills for us against 1 death, so an absolute win. And the objective, we also get it from this team fight, which we are now 2 dragons ahead, plus the grubs, and we immediately decide it's good time to start rotating towards the next objective, which is at the top side, which is gonna be, or is gonna be the grubs, or is gonna be the freaking Rift Herald. So we do what we are supposed to do. We start to rotate around the top side. We know that there was a big team fight, some enemies are still dead, and we decide now is a great time to start collecting information for our team by warding all over the enemy jungle and around the Rift Herald. And this is one of the massive advantages you have with BARD. Because of his mobility and his good odds of getting away, even if he gets caught a little bit, can provide critical information for your team. Here we have a big fight in the middle lane, we have more allies coming up, Yone almost dies, Jarvan tries to get the kill on Yasuo, but unfortunately he has his flash, he is able to get away, but I believe Thresh is not going to be so lucky. That was a good hook from Thresh, but barely not enough to take us down. Then, somehow, someway, with all the information we still provided, the enemy is able to take the Rift Herald, and Jarvan gets caught, is not able to get away in time. We are also risking it a little bit because Thresh is close, and we are getting way too close to the Thresh. That Q, that little bit of damage that we did, is not worth the risk of potentially dying, because he would have killed us, his allies would have probably been able to catch up to us, and we would be dead. So, not worth it. Now they're pushing up middle lane, they have the Rift Herald, they start to pop the Rift Heralds, and in this stage it's time to back off. Yone is really risking it, we just need to back off, get away. Yone wants to do a 1v4, and that goes absolutely wrong. That was not a successful 1v4. I know what the idea was, his shadow would bring him back, but he went in way too early for that to work. He needs to do that right at the end of it, and we also get caught. We also stay too long. We should have just backed off to our team, and then we probably would have survived. At this stage, we know that the dragon is gonna come up again, and we want to provide critical information for our team. So we are roaming, we're placing down pink wards, we're trying to find enemy wards, and we are getting aggressive placement in the enemy jungle, hopefully providing our team the confidence to get the dragon kill. Because we already have 2, if we get 4, we get a massive advantage for the entire game. And as you can see, we know what is happening in the enemy jungle, we know that Darius is at the bottom lane, and we know that Yasuo is in the middle lane. So this gives Jarvan enough confidence to risk getting the dragon. It's not a lot of risk, because we just know exactly what's going on. Thresh, Kazin are both top side. I don't know why they are there, because they should probably be contesting this dragon, because I believe this should be the 3rd dragon of the game for our team. So 1 more dragon, we get a massive advantage here. We try to do the BARD thing, where you are the hero at the stage, like hey, I do my ultimate, we get this kill on Pantheon, but unfortunately didn't quite work out. We get the turret though, Garen is trying to get this kill anyway, he does get it, but he's super low. And at this stage, Thresh and Kalsa show up from the top lane to the middle lane. It was a bit unexpected because it was super risky movement from them. They take out Garen, They take out Milan, I believe, and then we lost the momentum. We are forced to back off, and the game continues. I think now is a good time where we probably have decided it's time to play around the top side. We still have the major objective there. We're placing down wards, we're providing information for the team, but then Yoni almost gets caught. Bam! Look at that freaking ultimate. We saved Yoni's life. No thumbs up, no thank you, but that's the life of support. But that was a great ultimate from us, I have to say it. As I said, we provided a lot of information through our wards, and we were able to take down the massive big objective on the top lane, which is obviously a super good thing for our team. After this objective, we went back, but the next coming up objective was BARD and Nashor. BARD and Nashor also super important to get, so we decided it's time for some aggressive ward placement. We knew it was safe enough to do it. Yasuo was dead. We provided information for the team, again in the enemy jungle, waiting for the BARD and Nashor to spawn. 2 kills on the top side and only 14 seconds until BARD and Nashor spawns provides a good chance to take down this objective. But unfortunately, Jarvan and Yone decide, no, we want to start pushing the bottom lane. But they got another kill. And now, because 3 enemies are dead, even 4, it was a better idea to just push the inhibitors. So it made sense at this stage, just pushing mid lane, just pushing bot lane. Garen gets another kill. No, Milan gets another kill. And me and Jarvan are pushing the bottom lane, but Darius shows up, and I believe that he's a little bit too strong for us to risk it. So we just decide it's time to go try to help middle. Milan is almost dying, barely clutches it. Another kill on Pantheon should probably secure us an inhibitor or the BARD and Nashor, one of the two. Some decisions are going to be made here, and we decide, whoop, we want to get this inhibitor. Garen is tanky enough that he probably is not going to die. We get the inhibitor. I imagine after that we decide to get the BARD and Nashor, and that is exactly what we do. So, as you can see, ward placement around the minimap is everywhere. Kalza decides, ooh, I'm gonna try to kill BARD, which absolutely fails. And now we are just going to get BARD and Nashor, obviously. They have 1 enemy down. Wards are everywhere. They have no chance to contest this, almost. Only a super lucky steal. Garen decides, I'm going to start pushing middle anyway, even though he is at risk of just dying. But who knows, maybe he can clutch it. BARD and Nashor gets taken out. Yone shows up. No, Yone is already here. And we just decide to get a little healing. Garen gets 3 kills, definitely securing the end of this game. BARD is an absolute blast of a champion. People chase him all the time. You are able to get away most of the times. You are able to provide super aggressive ward placement for your team, giving them critical information on so many objectives. And I absolutely love this champion, man. It's one of my favorite champions so far. We win the game, and we get some super big news after this. We are finally out of freaking bronze, and we are in the silver. We are now silver 5 after that game, but it gets even better. We kept playing a little bit, and we kept getting opponents that are sometimes in gold. Definitely always they are in the top of the silver, so every time we lose few LP, and we gain a bunch of LP when we win. At the end of our adventure with BARD, we got freaking silver 4 with 60 LP on our name. You can follow this challenge if you want on Fit Gaming number 2 on Twitch, or you can just watch me on YouTube. Like and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.